Welcome in, everyone. I hope you're all doing fantastic today. It is me, Sinister Pixel, back with more content as usual, and I have a lovely story to open the stream on. As you know, my lovely kitten Zelda is truly lovely. And she's been a little needy today. So while I was working earlier, she was constantly jumping on my lap. Like, even when my legs got tired, I normally move her to a bed and then she would just stay on her bed. No, today when my legs got tired and I moved her to a bed, she was there for a couple of minutes, came straight back to my lap. And so when I am at home, a lot of the time, if I'm taking dinner in my office, I will close the door and eat on my own without her. I'll leave her outside the office, just because I have to keep an eye on her when she's in the office. There's a lot of cables and what have you, and I need to be kind of careful where she's getting. There's a lot of stuff here where she could really mess things up if she wasn't careful. So anyway, I leave my office at about 1:45, and like just getting ready for stream. I'm about to walk in, and she runs in after me. Right, I'm like, okay, you know what? I need to get the thumbnail and stuff set up for the stream. She can stay in here for a little bit. Jumps on my lap and is cuddling me. 15 minutes for I felt so bad kicking her out, but I don't think I'd be able to focus on the stream if she was in here. She would get into all sorts of trouble. Bless her. But she's very needy today. Which is adorable. She is adorable. We're going to do some Minecraft today. We're going to be planning out the mega base a little bit more. I have some plans in terms of what I want to do with the mega base. Because, like I said, I want to try and get the base to go to Deep Slate, or at least get somewhat close to Deep Slate, right? And I'm thinking the way I am going to want to do that is going to be larger than usual floors. So what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to go into Minecraft. And we are going to just sort of plan out what we want on each floor. Right? And I forgot I finished the last stream at sunset. So we're going to kind of plan out what we want on each floor. So we are going to be slightly above Y60. I think we'll be at like Y70 or 65-ish. So I'm thinking if we make each floor like 10 blocks tall, right? That'll be pretty good, because then what that means we can do is we only need to like fill out 5 or 6 floors to get down to Deep Slate. And we can continue just going lower if we want. And that'll work just fine. So what are we at here? We're at Y64 right here. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is we're going to use this hole as a means to get down. I'm not going to dig out the whole thing here, but I am going to get this down to Y54. So this is where the next floor is going to be. What I think I want to do first is get the gas elevator set up. I don't think I'm going to follow the round shape as we go down. I think I'm going to largely just keep this square, because it's just going to make things easier for me. But that's how far down the next floor is going to be. Right? So, plan today is we're going to get the rest of this floor in. I'm going to get the gas elevator in, and I'm going to get the gas in there as well. I'm going to get the wall down to Y54. I don't know what I'm going to do about this back wall, to be honest. It's probably going to be a little bit tricky to do, but that's going to be like the sort of just base plan. I probably want to get a few more torches because I don't really have sufficient lighting in the mega base right now. And I think I have a bunch more torches in storage. If not, I can just get some trees to get that really easily. These are my tools, right? Yeah, there's another stack here. We are running a little bit low on torches, but that's all right. So anyway. I also do want to think about the bridge here as well. Now, the question is, how far out do we want to take this? Part of me is thinking we could just build into this ravine. The other part of me is thinking this is going to be an absolute pain to drain. So do I just want to build it up to, say, like here or something, and then just kind of work with it? But then that seems like it might be a little bit underwhelming. All right. Now, I think probably more of my birch has grown as well. But I guess I also do need to decide what each floor is going to be, because it's all well and good in saying, yeah, let's do this, but I don't really know what I want to do for each floor. I do like the idea of like hanging lights. I do think it's going to be hanging lights and what have you. I think that's going to be quite nice. I also kind of like the idea of giving each floor a different theme. One of the things I think I want near the top is my nether gateway. Mostly because that's going to connect to my nether highway, and I want to just make sure that I have easy access to that from wherever. I don't know what's going to happen with the old house. I'm thinking I might just leave it up there. Kind of like, you know, it's like still like a decentish build. It doesn't feel right just getting rid of that. I think we did talk about the auto chicken feeder as well, although we do have the auto cow farm. Although I'm honestly thinking the auto cow farm might not be as good as I'd hoped. Maybe that's something I'll put in the mega base. God, this is such a good axe. Alright, let's just pick up a load of saplings so we have a ton to replant. We've already got 21 saplings. Honestly, we probably have more than we planted. But with me, I just kind of go a little bit nuts when it comes to trees. There is actually something I would like to check. Oh, fuck, it's because I have the fucking shield here. Can you... I felt like that was a thing. I guess it's not. You! Don't you dare! Get out of here! Get out of here! Get out of here! Stay away from my ghasts! Yeah, you better stay away from the ghasts. You're probably the little, like, runt who's been knocking him out of the thing. Alright, let's go ahead and finish the floor. Now, I was looking at that because I was thinking, oh, it might be, like, cool to, like, just vary up this floor a little bit with some stripped pieces, but honestly, I'm kind of feeling a little bit lazy for that. If I had, like the trowel from, like, mod packs, which let you place random blocks, I would absolutely do that. But also, I just cannot be bothered to... Because I don't think there's a fast way to strip logs. You just kind of have to right-click them, right? Alright, it's end of day here. I don't know if I'm going to keep those wooden doors. They're there, but they kind of feel a little bit underwhelming. I might see if there are some cool double doors I can make with pistons besides the standard, like... And you didn't even drop any of the chainmail. Had the audacity to live in the day. Didn't even drop chainmail. You know what, we can do some slaughtering here. Nice, I could do with a top up. Alright. Alright. See, I don't know what's going to be on the first floor yet. This kind of feels like it should be like a lobby thing. I still don't know what I'm doing for the roof, which is kind of like a thing. I could just do a glass dome. That would require a metric fuck ton of glass, but it would look cool as fuck. Maybe. Yeah, that could be fun. A glass dome. It'd be nice to have the natural light flood the base. And then, like, you'd see a stark contrast during the night when it goes to torchlight. Alright, I managed to fit this ghast elevator into a 4x4 space in my test world. So, I apparently managed to fit it in this space before. But I'm not entirely sure how I managed that, if I'm being real. All I know is I just kind of did. At least he thinks it's funny. So I'm thinking like the shaft will just kind of keep the same on each fuck. On each fuck, exactly. Alright, well I'm going to put the trapdoors back there for this one. Now... Oh, that's... you know, that's been placed wrong. It's going to annoy me. I need to fix that. Alright, now I've just got to figure out a way to fly him in there. Okay. Let's go ahead and stick a torch there and there, just so we have some light here. All right, let's put that there. I think I'm digging that out anyway, so it shouldn't really matter. All right, this should be... Look at that. All right. Hi, Henna. Welcome in. Hope you're doing well. So I should be able to dig this way and find the little thing I made, right? Perfect. Everything's going great. Thank you for asking. I hope you're having a good day too. I've kind of made getting out of here a little bit awkward, but that's fine. Do I have any hobbies? This is my hobby. Streaming is my hobby. Okay. You know what? I am going to put this here, like, kind of like as a marker to say, hey, this is where the Happy Gas platform is. Do you? I'm just doing it for fun. I don't really make much money out of this. I've been doing it for a while. I'm not gonna be someone who gets popular anytime soon, but that is a-okay with me. Okay. Now, the one thing I didn't really think about is how I'm going to get out of here, which I guess is just nerd pole my way up. You know what? Let me drop some lights around her. Okay, so, I mean, that is dug out now. Can I tell you where you're from? I think my accent speaks for itself. I do not have my shield. There we go. UK? Yep, you got it, exactly. Oh, that is... Oh, I think my... Technically, this is a village... is under siege. Got fire protection on that, it's not bad. I might as well light this up a little bit, actually. I didn't realise I haven't lit stuff... I haven't lit stuff up around her. Let's just drop some torches. You know, I want the string. I said I want the string. I don't want the rotten flesh. Get out of here. What happened to my llamas? Well, the llamas are gone. They might turn up at some point. Am I doing any job? Yeah, I have a real job. I just do this in my downtime. It'd be cool if this was my job. It ain't gonna be. Let's put this in the cobblestone chest. I guess to be fair, we have a lot of cobblestone and dirt from digging all that space out. And I haven't even dug out that much of the space. Hello. Is that a baby zombie in gold armor? That was horrible. Is that everything? Clown down, clown down? Yeah. How's the iron farm doing? Yeah, I'm not really a fan of this. Like, it works, but I feel like it could work a lot better. I think the issue is too many of them just kind of get wedged in there. Alright, let me go ahead and mess with my inventory some more. Jesus, we have so much iron. What the fuck? Okay. I want some spruce trapdoors. I want 4 of them. That'll do nicely. You don't have so much skins? What do you mean? But I like your gameplay. Thank you. Why did I hear a witch? Where's there a witch? Is there a cave like right behind me or something? Is that what I'm hearing? Yeah, I think that's what I'm hearing. Yeah, streaming is my hobby. Yeah. All right. How do I want to get the ghast in here? Because I kind of built this like little structure here without really thinking about it. Have any friends play with me? Occasionally. I tend to mostly stream solo. I just kind of prefer this to be like a sort of thing I do like sort of quietly. But I have like a collab later this month with Lulu Freya. We're going to be doing some Goose Goose Duck. That's going to be a lot of fun. Maybe I want to put these in afterwards. All right, here's what I'm thinking I want to do. Nice to meet you. Thank you. Model artist did a fantastic job, and she did the rigging as well. All right, now I want to try and get this ghast in here. I feel like this is going to be obnoxiously hard to do. Okay, we managed to get on the gas very easily. Now let's see if we can get him in. There's a knack to this. Oh, there we go. I got it. Nailed it. First try. Perfect. We have a gas shaft. And that should stop me from going up beyond this point, right? Yep. Perfect. That is exactly what I want. Okay. Cool. I kind of want to do like copper bulbs in here or something. I think that's going to be nicer. I could do like copper bulbs along like these. That'd be pretty cool. Alright, so that works. This does need to be like one deeper. But the elevator works as I hoped it would. And actually, it wasn't too difficult to get him in there. And now he's just in there. I think he will automatically just stay at whatever floor I leave him at, pretty much. Because I think since it's 4x4, he can't quite pathfind in there. Now, I am actually curious, if I go down to the floor without using him, will he follow me down, or will he stay up there? About me? What about me? What I do? I don't want to discuss the specifics of what I do for work on stream. I work in energy, that's about all I'll say. Graduate, I'm 30. Okay, he doesn't come down at all. That's good to know. So, my next question is... what happens if I go down here, get out here? Will you stay there, or will you try and float up? So he does just kind of stay on whatever floor I leave him on. His AI doesn't pathfind when the blocks are that small. So that's good to know. My next question is, if I wanted to get down there really fast... Ow. I probably could do that. But it's nice to have the mine shaft at least. So let me check something. How many blocks is it to that shaft from here? Let's see. I dug 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 blocks. So let's do like, I don't know. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. When you think you upgrade your stream more, I don't need to. Because I am happy with the art I have. I also hire my own artists. I do not hire people from Twitch chat. And yes, I figured out, like, from your third message, that's what you were here to do. So if you're looking for a good stream, you're more than welcome to stay here. If you're looking to try and sell me shit, no, it ain't happening. Okay. The other thing is I want to make sure that I'm kind of like... I can't say that before I think he... You know what I'm going to give you a chance for? I'm going to give you... I'm going to give you a chance to get banned. Fuck off. Oh, these stupid art scammers coming into my stream thinking I don't know what they're doing. Thanks for the content. But I don't want your AI generated traced bullshit. uh... I wonder, like, if art scammers realize. I wonder if they ever realize when I'm. Because I don't get many of them. My chat rules and Seri tend to filter out a lot of them, so I don't get as many as a lot of people. But I wonder if they ever realize that I am just farming them. Like, I'm farming them for, like, engagement before I ban them, and I don't actually care about what they're trying to sell me. Because that's why. So some people, like particularly Saber, has like asked me like, oh, hey, if you know like these people are scammers, like why don't you just ban them straight away? It's number one. There's always the off chance they're not a scammer. They're just like a little bit awkward. So I don't want to just like be like, I smell a scammer, I'm banning you. It might just be they're kind of awkward, and you know, when I do acknowledge I tend to have quite a small chat, so there is always kind of that pressure just to kind of engage with the streamer when you're the only one actively in chat, I think a lot of the time, which some people struggle with. And number two, it's because the longer they stay in my chat, the more... Why do I have like just 2 random swords in here? The more they stay in my chat, the more they engage with me, right? And that just pads out my stats. And it's so funny that I just waste their time with that. When they like they probably think like, oh, this person hasn't noticed that, hasn't figured out what I am yet. I've probably got one here. No, I'm wasting your time and padding my stats in the process. That's what's happening. Also, here's an interesting fact. So in my chats, you need to have a verified email, and if your account is younger than a certain age, is younger than like 90 days, you need to have a verified phone number. The reason I set this is because many bot accounts won't have verified phone numbers. So it makes it easy to like bulk filter a lot of low effort ones. And then that way those bot account, and then by the time they get beyond, by the time it's 90 days, most of those bot accounts have been banned. They've been caught. So that's one of the reasons I have to. So that's one of the reasons I kind of leave it there. So here's the thing: if that account is under 90 days old, it means that when I report it to Twitch, because every time I ban one of these scammers, I report them like directly to Twitch as being a bot or a scammer. There is a phone number connected to that which can no longer be used to verify a Twitch account, and it just makes their job harder. And if their account is older than 90 days because they don't use phone numbers, then that just means there is another account which is going to have to wait 90 days before being able to participate in my stream. God, I love this shovel. This is a great shovel. I am going to kind of leave these, like, outlines here. Reason being is I need to carefully work out, like, where the middle is, right? I don't actually know what I'm going to put on this first layer, honestly. I'll figure it out. Oh, you know what I should do? You know what would be actually, like, really funny? When one of these artists, like, when one of these, like, art scammers come in and try and solicit me, I, like, fucking pretend to humor them, like, pretend to be super interested. And then I ask, oh, I just want to check, do you use AI in your artwork? Because, like, I imagine, like, the default answer that most of these people are going to pop up, the answer is yes, by the way. The answer is yes, they all use AI in their artwork. But the default answer they're going to pump out is no, because they know that people don't like AI art, and a lot of people who use AI in their art deliberately cover that shit up to try and avoid losing potential clients. Because that's all part of the scam, right? They will give you some AI generated slop version of what you asked for and hope that you're too stupid to notice, but you were stupid enough to commission them. But then I go, well, actually, the reason I ask is because I actually exclusively work with people who use AI in their content for efficiency purposes. And then just, like, watch how, like, fucking quickly they try and damage control that shit. Like, oh, that's weird, or oh, no, I guess I can use AI this once, or, like, whatever. That'd be hilarious. Oh, I get efficiency 4 if I hit level 30. I kind of want that. Yeah, I'll take efficiency too, whatever. No, dig fast. What I'll probably do is when this one's low, I'll combine it with my current diamonds and make an efficiency 3 pickaxe out of them. Alright, this is pretty fast. It's not efficiency 4 fast, but like it's serviceable, definitely. Dig, 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 da 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 da. I am a dwarf and I'm digging. Oh, okay. Never mind. we're going into the wrong territory there. I'm an AI and I'm digging a hole, digging hole, and digging a hole. I dig so far and so deep and so fast. Diggy hole, diggy hole. Going down to layer 54. Diggy hole, I'm digging a hole. Will I get tonight or will I do before? Diggy hole, I'm digging a hole. There you go, it's a little bit of improv for you right there. And the answer is, I won't get there before nightfall. I might be able to finish this layer before nightfall, though. You know, it's probably a good time to empty out my inventory anyway. Oh, you know what, actually? I think I figured out what that scammer might have meant when they said you don't have many skins. I think they might have started looking up stuff with my username. They probably looked up my Minecraft account. Because since having this Minecraft account, I've only had, like, 5 or 6 skins. I think most skin indexing sites, which still have me publicly listed, because I couldn't get my public profile off of all of them. I tried to get them off all of them because obviously I've got the cape and people use those sites to try and target me. Which is really annoying because there's a couple of sites which say make you have to pay to hide that data, which feels illegal. So I imagine they probably looked it up, saw that I had been using the same skin for quite a while, and were like, oh hey, I can probably like sell this person on a skin or something. It's going to take so long to dig out. But the thing is, like, this hole is taking a while, and this is just like the hole. Like, this is going to be a thing which goes through the entire base. Okay, that's probably my own footsteps I was hearing. Sometimes I hear footsteps and like no mob sounds. I get worried it's a creeper. Then I realize later on that it's my own fucking footsteps. I'm actually getting more into the idea of a glass dome for a roof. It would be hellish to put up, but it would look cool when it was done. Oops, I didn't notice that was there. Good thing that wasn't a very far fall. Can you imagine if that was like deeper? Alright, cool. Now, the tricky thing is going to be making sure that when I dig out the area around this, I get it, like, perfect. Oh, my inventory is full. Let me go ahead and get some of this cobblestone out of here. Look at that. Look, we made this pickaxe not too long ago. We've already used up a quarter of its durability. We are going to churn through a lot of diamond pickaxes. It is probably going to be worth my time to get more diamonds later on. A lot more. Honestly, it might even be worth getting some netherite. like, it might be worth just trying to get early netherite. Just have a netherite pickaxe just to go through this as quick as possible. I am still really liking the idea of the glass roof. How much glass do I actually still have? I have a lot of it, but it's black stained, and I'm thinking for the glass roof, I'd probably want that a different color. Maybe I can re-dye what I have. I have a lot of bone meal. I feel like white wouldn't be a bad color. Ooh, actually, I could do like purple. Give it like a little bit of a sinister pixel flare. That could be cool, but then that would mean the beacon... Oh, you know what I could do? I could have the beacon be green at the bottom, then as it goes through the roof, it turns purple. Okay, yeah, okay. I'm liking this idea. Alright, that's this layer... That's the hole in this layer dug out. This is going to be so fun to elytra through. I think that's what I'm looking forward to the most here. When I finally get elytra and I can just go... Boom. But then also, I've got the gas elevator here, so I can go like, wee. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Let's go ahead. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 19, 20. One, two, three, four, 5. That's 10. Alright, I was one off. Was I like one off? This is 190 here. Hey, hang on. 516. Alright, we have nightfall again. I'm thinking a white top might be nice. Or purple top. I did say purple. What's going to be the best way to get purple dye? Oh, you know what, actually? We have a really good supply of red dye. And a really good supply of blue dye with the lapis. Hey, Rin. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for lurking, and thank you for telling me to hydrate. I will hydrate shortly. Just going to fuck with this Enderman. Cool. I'll keep this structure here. That could be actually really useful for getting Endermen. Let me do that hydrate before I forget. I hope you're having a nice day, Ren. It's good to see you. We haven't talked in like ages. I'm just realizing this. You and we need to have a DM session at some point. I need to introduce you to my cat. My cat who is being very needy today. But it's okay, she's a cutie when she's not being a little pest. Although, I think she's probably going to have a little bit less energy for a few days. So she's a very fussy eater. So in terms of wet food, I had to change her wet food because she was licking off the jelly and then just leaving like the little bits of wet food like afterwards, like what's left of the wet food, leaving that behind. So I managed to transition her onto some other stuff, which was more like a pate, which she was eating. They do this company that do this pate. They do two flavors. They do chicken and they do tuna. I've tried her on both. She will finish the chicken. She will only eat the tuna if she is very hungry. So I tend to exclusively buy the chicken. Now, for some reason, when I went to the store, they had a bunch of tuna on the shelves. They didn't have very much chicken. So I was like, okay, I'm just going to buy as much chicken as I can right now. So I don't have, and then just kind of like bulk buy it a little bit. That was my plan. So that's what I did. And I gave her a serving today, and I was like, that's weird. This chicken looks a bit like the tuna. Like what came out of the sachet, because it was marked as chicken. Then I checked the back of the sachet label, and that was marked as tuna. So I got a whole box of tuna in a chicken box. And me and my infinite wisdom, I didn't get the receipt, so I can't return that shit, which is kind of annoying. So she's just gonna have to eat it. And if she gets hungry enough, she will eat it. I'm not worried about her going hungry. And I do still have, I checked the other boxes and they do have the chicken in there. So my plan is to kind of rotate it a little bit. So if she's not eating a lot of the tuna, I'll cut in some of the chicken every once in a while, like every other meal or something. So that, she'll at least eat some stuff, even if she's not eating all the thing. Or the tuna. Or maybe this is just what she needs to get a taste for it. Who knows? I saw this ender pearl on me. Mob loot. We have 2 ender pearls, which isn't bad. Oh, hey, Piglin. How much blue dye do I get per lapis? It's 1 per lapis? Ugh, I thought it was 2 for some reason. I have, can I bone meal these? Is that a Java thing? I know you can do that in Bedrock. You can bone meal, like, a flower to get, like, more of said flower. But I don't know if you can do that in Java. Only one way to find out. I just have random seeds here. What the fuck? Okay. Let's find out if I can bone meal new. Alright. There is a flower field around somewhere. I remember going past it. Oh, you know what? This I was talking about wanting to use brick somewhere in the build. I think that might be going like the smelting level. Especially if I'm going to go with the whole super smelter idea, which I am really keen on going with. Love that, love that. Oh, there's a ton of blue flowers over here. Let's go. And another one. That's a hole. That's another hole. All right. More blue flowers. I'm going to slowly start making my way back towards base because I am seeing that it's quite late in the day in-game. Did I spawn another blue flower? I swear I saw one out the corner of my eye. Nope, guess not. Never mind. Oh, hey, there's a wolf. I don't have any bones on me. Happy Ween? Hey, Coral! Oh my god, it's been ages since I've seen you around. Obviously, I've seen you on social media and stuff. How have you been? Alive? And we can talk about shit later if you want. I don't know how much. I don't know how long I'm gonna be up after stream, but like, if you want to talk about shit, we can talk about shit. It'd be good to catch up either way. All right, that's all the bone meal gone. We have 48. How's new kitty? Has she gone on walkies? No, she's only 4 months old. And also, I'm keeping her as an indoor cat. But she's only 4 months old. She's had both her vaccinations now. So technically speaking, she is fine to go outside. But I'm keeping her as an indoor cat. She's okay. She's very mischievous. I feel like if she did go outside, it would be a fucking while before I saw her again. Alright. Now, the good news is, thanks to this thing, I have a lot of red dye as well. Progo Rogan start climb. She is an absolute climber. Her jump's also getting a little bit wild as well, you know, like, her jump is getting really high. Purple dye, let's go. Her jump is getting so high. So like just last week when she wanted to jump on my lap, she would like if I was like working or something, if I was sat down, she would jump and have to grab my thigh and like sort of climb the rest of the way up. Now she can just cleanly jump, and in fact she's able to cleanly jump onto my desk as well, something that she has gotten in trouble for on several occasions already. Now I'm going to waste a block of this to make another crafting table. Oh, I have a crafting table of it. You know what? Fuck it. Soon she'll become... You know what? I have put her on my shoulder. She is not a fan of my shoulder. I don't think she likes the instability. I think she gets a little bit too worried. Do I need clear glass for this? Oh my god, is there any way to get the black staining off the glass? Or is that just there now? Is this a forever world? That's the idea. These fucking cats spawning everywhere, man. Do I have any more sand in storage? I don't think I do. I have 40 glass in storage. That's nowhere near enough. Well, I guess I have no choice. I guess I'm going to have to... I see the collection of meows. Very good choice. So, what basically happened is I have a iron generator which nearby. That's why I've got all these fucking iron blocks just everywhere. I've got almost 3 stacks of iron blocks now. And technically speaking, it counts as a village. So because it counts as a village, that means cats now just spawn around her. All right, let's go. Oh, you're just dead, man. Eat shit. You couldn't even drop a good crossbow? What the fuck? Well, I've got another banner. Do I need to start another wall of fuck around and find out? I have to try this now. So because of the iron blocks. Okay, so it's because of this thing over here. This is an iron farm. I have villagers trapped under this cobblestone here with beds. And it spawns in golems up here. And they immediately die. So technically, this gets me a ton of iron very quickly. So you saw I got like 3 stacks of ingots like a little while ago. But there's 6 villages under here, which technically makes this a village. So because of that, cats will spawn, because cats spawn in villages. Much to my dismay, because they sometimes knock my ghasts out of their ghast carrier, and I have to put them back. I don't know what to do with this banner, man. I don't really want it. I'll stick it there. I've been sticking them on my shield, but this is an unbreaking shield. Imprisoned villagers, imprisoned cats. Hey, you should see the cow farm. Oh no, the gas aren't imprisoned. That's just like a carrier. If you want to see an imprisoned ghast, this is the mega base I'm building over here. I've just kind of started building it now. If you want to see an imprisoned ghast, you see what I'm doing for an elevator. This is my elevator. Do you like it? Its sole purpose is to be an elevator. Exactly. And the thing is, because it technically only just fits in here, its AI won't pathfind unless I sit on it. So it's just kind of stuck there, vibing and thriving. Well, vibing, I don't know about thriving. It's there. Is what I'm trying to say. what you're doing there with the water. What I'm doing here with the water is I'm trying to get sand. Because I don't think I can dye that glass a different color now. And Pappy needs his purple glass. Important, very important. I'm gonna make a purple dome on my base. Because, like, I want a glass dome. Because the plan is when I get a beacon later on, it's gonna start from the bottom of my base, and the light is gonna shine all the way up to the top. It's going to be green as it goes through the base. It's gonna come out the top of the base and then be in purple as it goes out the top, representing my two main colors. Oh yes, Barney, my favorite VTuber. Carl, fuck off. Alright, let's go ahead and skip another night, because I cannot be bothered to deal with the boogans which come out. I guess I could see if I can get any Enderman. Some of these have fuel in them? What? Oh shit. Do I have any... I don't have much fuel. You know, I'm rich. I can afford to do this. How long have I had this world so far? This is like my 9th stream on this world. I don't know if it shows what day I'm on over there. I don't think it shows what day I'm on. Let's ravage a beach. The sheep wants to be included. The sheep's just happy to be here. He's like, I get to cameo on Sinister Pixel's live stream? Outrageous. But also, I love how good this shovel is, which is why I'm gonna be so sad when it breaks. That's gonna be a lot of glass. I'm trying to make a giant glass dome, so it kind of needs to be a lot of glass. No, I don't need this. Okay, we're gonna have a quick ad break, so I'm gonna go on a BRB, and I'll be right back. Oh shit. Hey, it's Adam. Thank you so much for the raid. Sorry I was AFK when you raided. I apologize. Let me do a little shout out for you. I hope you're doing well. What are you playing? If you're still here, of course. I appreciate that you raided into a BRB. That might be a good indicator that, like, oh, maybe I maybe I won't hang out. Let me give you a little shout out there. You're playing Minecraft as well? Oh, cool, cool. What sort of thing are you doing in Minecraft? Yeah, guys. So I was talking about how Zelda. For those who just read in, Zelda is my 4-month-old kitten. I was talking about how she was like being really needy today. I just went out to, like, on my BRB to use the bathroom or whatever, and she was just waiting outside the office for me. And I'm like, oh my god, you are the cutest fucking thing in the world. I don't know if she heard me. You're building a volcano base. Oh, okay, you doing vanilla or modded, or what are you doing there? Yeah, I don't know if she heard me getting up for my BRB and ran to the door, or if she was just sat out there waiting for me. But either way, I was like, you are the cutest thing in the world. It's vanilla, but with some server plugins. Okay, so like kind of like vanilla light, like I'm guessing just like quality of life stuff. Basically like that. That's cool. This is pure vanilla here, besides the fabulously optimized mod pack. But no, thank you so much for trusting me with your community. I really do appreciate that. This is going to be a very finite fuel source very quickly with how much glass I'm making. And I do apologize you came in on a BRB. I tend to do the BRB around my second ad break. It's no problem at all. But awesome, I hope you enjoy sticking around. If you do need to head off, that is completely fine too. I understand that streaming can take a lot out of you, and it's good to have like your pre-stream pee, snack, whatever it is. Ideally not at the same time, but hey, who am I to judge your life choices? Where did I put that purple dye? Did I put that in the storage basement down here? Yes, I did. So, for a little bit of context, what we're doing, we are in the middle of building a freaking ginormous mega base. We've just started construction like a stream or two ago. This is it so far. And I've decided I'm going to put a purple dome on there, like a purple glass dome, because I like the idea of natural sunlight being able to come into this thing. You had a bunch of bots join? Oh, mate. If you haven't already, you should look into Seribot. I use that, and I don't really get many bots at all, because it... Oops. Sorry. It bans known bots from your stream. Automatically stops bot raids, hate raids. It's really useful for that sort of thing. It doesn't get all of them, but it takes care of like 90% of them. Yeah, it's in my chat. It's the thing that said when the ad break was finishing. I need to get my Minecraft circle guide back out. Alright, so I want a width of 64 and a height of 40. I think. I hope. Alright, let me grab the scaffolding. Where's the scat? Is it in the resources chest over here? I don't know where anything is. I can't wait for the copper golems to come out. That's gonna make organizations so much easier. Oh yeah, there it is. All this fucking black glass I can't use. Gonna head out? No worries. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate that. I am going to go ahead and, because it's nighttime almost, go ahead and just make it day. That way I don't have to deal with the rain either. Let me grab a drink. I haven't hydrated in a minute. Ugh. There we go. Instead of making a bridge, I might just... That poor fucking cat is going to be down there for the rest of its life. Shit. Shit. There we go. So presumably that's 1, 2, 3, 4 there. I should be able to 1, 2, 1, 2. This should be the line I need to follow, right? I hope so, so I don't have silk touch if I fuck this up. You know what? I'm using the spruce. I don't give a shit. I need garbage blocks, and I can't bother to go back for more. I can get more spruce. I've got a fucking great big thing over there to mine. Two, 3, 4, 5. Fuck. I guess as well, because this is glass, that means mobs can't spawn on my roof, right? I think that's how that works. Oops. I didn't need that extra block there. Oh well, it's fine. They're gonna come down anyway. Okay, I need another 2 for here. Okay, it's 1, 2, 3, and then it's a 3 here. And then another 3. Fuck. Alright, so far we've busted up 2 of these blocks by accident. And then it's going to be 5. And then finally just should take me all the way to the end, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If I've done the math right on this. You know what? That's perfect. Alright, is this 3 on each side here? It is. Okay, I can just totally... just do this, right? I'm okay with potentially losing that wood, to be honest. And then what I can do is, once I've got this, I can do these ones by tracing that line there. And then I can just kind of fill in the rest by going inwards 1 block at a time. Okay, this is coming along better than I expected, honestly. Shit. Alright, well, we've wasted 3 blocks of this stuff so far. Okay, so that's like our first little bit of the roof. Alright, here's what I'm gonna do. This is the trace line I'm going to need. I can get the wood back at least. I was slightly worried about losing all of that, but it looks like I can get back most of it. I'm missing 1 block, but I'm pretty sure that, yeah, it's still on the roof. Oh, this roof is going to look so cool. Like, just from down here alone, that already looks really cool. Oh, I almost just ate it in the ravine. Oh, Pog, I can see the purple from here. That looks so cool. Give me your sword. How dare you? Give me the XP. Alright, let me go ahead and mob loot. Do I have any more arrows? No. I should really... I think I do need to do the chicken farm, because I'm using this crossbow quite a bit. You know what? Let me get some of this dirt. It'll be easier to fuck around with. Alright, we have a lot of purple. Now, I don't think glass is actually going to be our hang-up. I think it is going to be... what's it called? The dye. Dome. Yes. Welcome back, Carl. We're doming. Dome gaming. The gas gets it. The horse even gets it. Is that the scaffolding horse, or is that did I kill the scaffolding horse? I can't remember. Someone rewind to the last episode. Peter, the horse is here. Maybe I'll like tame him calling Peter. Like Petah. And then he's like Peter the horse. And I could be like, oh, chat, where's Peter the horse? And then someone can say Peter the horse is here. You approve? I'm glad you approve. Okay. This dome construction is going a little too smoothly. I'm like waiting for something to break. I like that guy's just like, yeah, you go, buddy. Oh, I just had a good idea. I was thinking of covering up the ravine. What if I drained it and I made that the launch area for my ghasts so they just come out of the ravine? I like Littleface. Yeah, Littleface is cute. I like the happy ghasts. I also couldn't find a definitive answer on if happy gas turn into regular gas when you're taken back through the nether. Because I saw some answers said you can't take them into the nether because if they spend too long in heat, they'll dry up and they'll turn into regular ghasts. Have I tried? I'm not going to try one of these guys. I might try it in the test world later. Sacrifice? No, I don't want to sacrifice them. For science, what am I, GLaDOS? GLaDOS would like to know as well. GLaDOS can suck my virtual dick. I imagine that would either be very pleasant or very unpleasant with absolutely no in between. Like, specifically with GLaDOS. Do you think, like, Aperture Science had, like, a real horn dog scientist who put GLaDOS's AI in a sex bot during development and then just tried to fuck GLaDOS? Do you think that's, like, a thing? I feel like somebody, like... I feel like there was probably a member of the like science team who probably did that. It was probably like, I'm gonna fuck GLaDOS, and they built a fuckable version of GLaDOS. That's probably what made her go bad. Yeah, that's why she's like deadly neurotoxin. Probably who they based Wheatley on. Maybe. Wheatley is just the guy who fucked GLaDOS. He was designed to generate a string of like terrible ideas. Okay, you know what? Look up Rule 34. That's got to exist. And GLaDOS is probably the top. Except there'll be one piece of art where Wheatley is the top, and it'll just say as a caption, I am not a moron. Or like, could a moron do this? My true calling in life was apparently to be a Rule 34 artist, because that came too naturally to me. Guys, catch my art streams on a different website coming soon. Alright, there's Peter the horse. I did not mean to open the smoker. Okay. I am considering with the way in my head I was going to do this, I have considered a solution, an issue, which did not occur to me before now. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to try and build out and then just see what works. But the glass? No, it's still going to be the glass. Okay, let me explain my issue here. It's still going to be the glass, but okay, here's the thing. What I was going to do is I was going to trace these outlines as like a guidance, right? Trouble is that like okay, so this goes like 2 up, so I'd want to like bring this like here, right? But this one here goes 4 up. So I'm trying to figure out how I want to do this to get a natural looking curve. So I know at minimum I'm going to need to go 2 up here. Hmm. How do I want to do this? This is something I'm having trouble visualizing this. The other thing I could do is I could just build down and see where it naturally takes me. Use the horse. What, to ascend the glass dome? What if I did that? What if I just like used the horse to ascend the glass dome once it's done? The horse knows. The horse is very smart. All right. Now, here's what I'm thinking. I do this, and I do the same on this side as well. That should be exactly right. Perfect. Okay. So what I'm thinking now is I can do this here. Like this. How's that look from the bottom? Okay, that looks natural. So, yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. I think I'm just going to trace this downwards. If I work from the top down, I think that's going to, like, be the most natural. Into the pit. You don't know why? I don't know why either. I don't know what you don't know about, but I don't know why either. Those little dirts look like airheads? Like what? Airheads? Oh, eyes. I was like thinking, like, is airheads a euphemism? Like, do I have dirt nipples on my roof? And you call nipples airheads? Now you have removed the eyes, he is blind. Shit. Well, that's another block of this shit wasted. I'm snacking on seaweed. I don't actually know what seaweed, like, I feel like I wouldn't like seaweed. I've not tried it before. Oh, what the fuck? How did I delete that many at what? No. Shit. Alright, let me just go ahead. I should put a bed in here, honestly, so I don't have to constantly, like, go back and forth. There's a Beijing market nearby. See, here's the thing. I'm really weird about, like, Asian snack foods. I don't know how much I like the umami taste in like snacks. Which a lot of them tend to have. There is this one pack of like Japanese chips, which I fucking love. And they're like called Ariel, and they're like little puffs of like cheesy they're like little cheesy puff things. Like, and they're kind of like really airy, which is presumably why they're called Ariel. But they're really nice, and they're so difficult to get. When I was in America, I went to an Asian food market in like Chicago called Mitsuya, and I found them there, and they're really nice. But I haven't been able to get them back here in the UK. Oh my god! Speaking of torture. Fuck. Are you counting blocks? I'm kind of fuck. Kind of going with my soul a little bit, I'm gonna be honest. Like, I'm trying to do the curve in like kind of like sets of squares. But I am also now noticing my mistake because I'm not thinning these out. It's going to make this area here a lot sharper. I'm now like thinking this is gonna like turn out really bad because I don't know if I'm curving this properly. Okay, no, you know what? I've got to trust the process. I've got to trust the process here. It's an awful lot of trust. It's if it looks shit, we get to stream more. Alright, we've got another ad break starting soon over on Twitch. Thank you for sticking around. Those who do not have the ability to switch ads, skip ads. Those who do, welcome to the secret club in which we discuss booba, I guess. Booba is nice. Oh, do you have Twitch Prime? Because I don't think you're subbed to me, are you? Or are you just ad blocking? Oh no, the ad hasn't started yet. Oh shit. We opened up the secret club too early. Shut it down. Shut it down. Shit. How often are my ads? My ads are every 50 minutes. For 2.5 minutes. Oh, it's coming. Oh, Lord, he coming. A whole 9 ads? My ads are already 2.5 minutes. How did you have 9 ads? Shit, I'm out of glass. I need to find more blue flowers. That, or I bite the bullet and use some of my lapis, which I guess I could do. I kind of don't want to. I'd rather save it for enchanting, but I guess I am going to just get a lot more. All right, welcome back from the ad break. We ran out of purple glass. So now we're frolicking through the fields, picking flowers. In this survival game for men. We do manly things. We pick flowers. We respect the environment. And why do we pick flowers? To make purple glass. And also make bundles of flowers for our sweethearts. This is a man's world. We're all just living in it. You know how some company pages are doing brain rot? What do you mean? You're going to have to elaborate on some company pages are doing brain rot. You don't know? If this is a TikTok thing, you need to remember I don't use TikTok. I fucking hate it. Dude, Instagram. Give me an example, because I might have watched it and not realized it was like a brain rot thing. Like, give me like, I'm gonna send you some. I'm not gonna watch these on stream, but I'll watch them later. Just like send me like 2, 3, just so I can get an idea of it. Because I'm gonna be honest, if you send me 10, I ain't gonna watch 10 of them. Okay. Let me get a drink quickly. I've still got a circle generator up. I'm not using it anymore. I'm done with it. I don't know why I've had that thing up for so long. I just turn night so I can get rid of the rain, please. Come on, it's close enough tonight. All right. We actually had like the perfect amount of glass plus purple dye there to do that. That wasn't even deliberate. That was just like a happy accident right there. Just like my birth. Fun fact, actually true. I was not intentional. I was accidental. But I was chosen to stay. And now the world is stuck with me. Shit. Hmm. All right. Oh shit, did not mean to put my shield there. Where did I put that dirt? No, I want to keep this out of my hands. Where did I put the scaffolding? Where did I put the scaffolding, actually? Is this all I had? Perfect. Ow. Oh, there's the rest of my scaffolding. I was wondering where it was. You sent me some pages and info. I look forward to reviewing. I like how very seriously and clinical you said that. I've sent you some pages, and some important information that you might find useful. Side effects may include burning, itching, doing the exact opposite of what it's supposed to do, or death. Ask your pharmacist if this drug. All I'm gonna say is one of the weirdest fucking things about the US when I visited was watching US television, and you just got ads for like medications, and it's like, ask your doctor to put you on this drug. It's like, do people actually do that in America? Do they like see a drug advertised on TV and go, you know what? I could use that. And then go to their fucking doctors, spend like $5,000 on a consultation, or whatever the fuck the cost of a doctor in the US is, just to say, hey, I saw this drug advertised on TV. Can I have it? Is that like a thing that like regularly just happens over there? I need to know. Because these ads keep coming up, so surely that means that like they're effective, right? That's the logical kind of conclusion to come to. If pharmaceutical companies keep putting out these ads, that means they work. It's business commissions, that fucking... The healthcare system over there, so fucked up. What if I do, like, I don't know, this? Does that do a thing? You know what do I just do this? Okay, trust the process, Pixel, trust the process. Trust the process. Patient sees medication, brings it to doctor, gets prime. That is so weird. Like, here in the UK, you can't just go to the doctor and say, I want to be on this drug. I saw an ad for it. There's no one. We don't have pharmaceutical ads here in the UK. That's such a weird vibe in general. Like, what the actual fuck? And number two, you don't choose what you get prescribed. The doctor prescribes it for you, and you just have that. Now, obviously, if you try a medication, it doesn't work. You can say to the doctor, hey, I've been on this medication. It does not work. Can I change it to a different kind of medication? The doctor will work with you on that. But, like, otherwise, yeah, you don't get to pick and choose a medication. That shit's picked for you by the doctor based on what they think is going to be best for you. Hope you enjoy the pages you sent me. Oh, I'm sure I will. I'm going to nap. That's fine. I'm going to finish up shortly here anyway. So I appreciate you stopping by. It's been fun to talk. We need to like have like a chat again soon. All right, that's this part of the dome done. The dome is slowly coming together. You know, I think that is actually a very natural place to call it. Zelda is probably still very needy, so I need to go tend to her. Before I do that, though... Nothing? Oh well. It was worth a try. Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and call it there. So, yeah, let's do an outro. Okay. I don't think I'm going to bother rating right now because I think most people have left already. So I'm just going to go ahead and call it there. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, feel free to follow on Twitch, subscribe on YouTube, or subscribe on Twitch for like $5 and get like a bunch of emotes. I'm kind of on the wall if I'm streaming on Thursday. I do need to stay late at work for something. But I will let you guys know what I'm going to do. Otherwise, I will see you guys later, and I hope you guys have a fun night. Take care.